You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/day to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/day for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Los Angeles, where ICE is back with a brand new invention, this is Ballot.
That's right, police on the scene. You know what I mean? Let's hit this. Hi, I'm Patrick Gutfield, and my family came over on the Mayflower and have only voted Republican in every election. The Supreme Court just gave Trump's immigration raids the green light in Southern California, and apparently the Fourth Amendment took a little vacation to Cabo. The court decided that federal agents can continue their operations even though a federal judge said, hey, maybe don't just grab people because they speak Spanish at a car wash. Judge Ma'am Frimpong had put a temporary hold on these raids after finding they probably violated that pesky little thing called the Constitution. She was particularly concerned about agents conducting what the lawsuit described as brazen midday kidnappings by masked and heavily armed federal agents, which sounds less like immigration enforcement and more like a rejected script for Fast and Furious 17 ICE road truckers. Judge Frimpong's order was pretty specific. Agents couldn't use race, ethnicity, language, or even being at a car wash or tow yard as grounds for detention. Apparently, working at a tow yard is now suspicious behavior. What's next? Arresting people for existing while bilingual at a Home Depot? The Department of Justice defended this approach, arguing they need to use a reasonably broad profile in a region where about 10% of residents are undocumented. That's like saying, we need to pull over everyone wearing sneakers because some people who wear sneakers jaywalk. The math doesn't exactly add up, but then again, constitutional law isn't known for its precision when it comes to profiling. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals had initially backed Judge Frimpong's decision, but the Supreme Court, with its 6-3 conservative majority, decided to side with the administration. The 3 liberal justices publicly dissented, which in Supreme Court terms is basically the legal equivalent of dramatically storming out of a dinner party. So there you have it. Federal agents can continue their patrols, armed and masked, stopping people based on race, language, and apparently their choice of workplace. Because clearly the best way to enforce immigration law is to make everyone with an accent feel like they're living in an occupied territory. Land of the free, home of the randomly detained. So Trump was caught on camera at the U.S. Open taking a mysterious blue pill, and the internet immediately turned into a pharmacy detective squad. A photographer captured the moment Trump bared his teeth with what looked like a light blue tablet, and suddenly everyone's a medical expert. The speculation ranged from breath mints to, well, let's just say people were wondering if Trump chose the blue pill over the red pill, and we're not talking about the Matrix. Although given his relationship with reality, maybe we are. Some people think it was just an Altoid. Others are convinced it was a Viagra, which would explain why Trump's always so excited about his poll numbers. Then there are those suggesting Adderall. Though honestly, if Trump's on stimulants, I'd hate to see what he's like without them. That would be like giving espresso to a hummingbird. Trump had decided to attend the U.S. Open men's final and somehow managed to turn a tennis match into an episode of Airport Security, the musical. The man showed up and immediately transformed Arthur Ashe Stadium into LaGuardia Airport during a holiday weekend. The match was delayed 30 minutes because of security measures, which is a polite way of saying the president's arrival turned this place into a fortress. Trump walked around waving to a stadium that was about 10% full, not because people didn't want to see tennis, but because they were all stuck in security lines longer than a John Mulaney bit about going to the airport. A woman from Toronto spent $635 on her ticket and ended up watching the match on screens while standing in line. She called it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, which technically it was. Most people only get stuck in presidential security theater once in their lifetime.
Want to hear your favorite shows without any ads? It's easy. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just tap the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening and unlock commercial-free versions of this show and all your other Calaroga favorites for just $4.99 a month. Even better, you get a 30-day free trial to start. That includes Palace Intrigue, your daily dose of royal family drama, 5 good news stories where we spotlight feel-good headlines, 5 daily trivia questions to test your brain, daily comedy news, bringing you the latest in comedy, celebrity trials for the biggest courtroom showdowns, and Taylor Swift Today for all things Taylor. Plus, coming September 14th, binge Season 2 of the hit series Crown and Controversy. This season, we explore how everything changed the moment Meghan met Harry, and the ripple effects that shook the royal family to its core. The power struggles, the family fractures, and the love story that rewrote the royal rulebook. All episodes drop that Sunday exclusively for subscribers. Go ad-free, binge more, and never miss a beat. Tap Uninterrupted Listening now.
West Point decided to cancel Tom Hanks' award ceremony, and Trump immediately jumped on Truth Social to celebrate like he'd just won the lottery. The man who played Forrest Gump was going to receive an award for being an outstanding citizen, but apparently that's too woke for our military academy now. Trump posted that West Point made an important move by not giving awards to destructive, woke recipients. Yes, Tom Hanks, the guy who made us all cry during Philadelphia and taught us that life is like a box of chocolates. He's apparently the real threat to America. Not corruption, not actual enemies, but the man who voiced Woody in Toy Story. Also, it's possible Trump hit on Hanks when he cross-dressed in that old sitcom, Bosom Buddies. I'm not saying it happened, I'm saying it's possible. The West Point Association said they needed to focus on their core mission of preparing cadets. Right, because honoring someone who spent decades doing charity work and portraying American heroes on screen would really distract from military training. God forbid cadets see an example of public service from someone who isn't currently under indictment. Trump then suggested the Academy Awards should review their standards and practices in the name of fairness and justice. He's basically asking Hollywood to create a loyalty test for Oscar eligibility. What's next? A quiz on Truth Social posts before you can accept a Golden Globe? Portions of today's show were made with the help of Ice, Vanilla Ice of course, and AI Baby. Now check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
You can call me James. I spent 23 years designing aircraft that officially don't exist for agencies you think TV made up. Until I started asking the wrong questions. Navy ships are recording objects moving at impossible speeds. Infrastructure is failing in coordinated patterns. The moon looks smaller than it did 10 years ago. None of this is a coincidence. The official explanations don't add up. This is Paranormal Aliens, where we connect the dots they don't want connected. If you're hearing this, you know where to get podcasts. Follow Paranormal Aliens. New episodes weekly until they shut me down.
Want to hear your favorite shows without any ads? It's easy. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just tap the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening and unlock commercial-free versions of this show and all your other Calaroga favorites for just $4.99 a month. Even better, you get a 30-day free trial to start. That includes Palace Intrigue, your daily dose of royal family drama, 5 good news stories where we spotlight feel-good headlines, 5 daily trivia questions to test your brain, daily comedy news, bringing you the latest in comedy, celebrity trials for the biggest courtroom showdowns, and Taylor Swift Today for all things Taylor. Plus, coming September 14th, binge Season 2 of the hit series Crown and Controversy. This season, we explore how everything changed the moment Meghan met Harry, and the ripple effects that shook the royal family to its core. The power struggles, the family fractures, and the love story that rewrote the royal rulebook. All episodes drop that Sunday exclusively for subscribers. Go ad-free, binge more, and never miss a beat. Tap uninterrupted listening now.